Hello everyone. Now I'm going to tell you the Merchant of Venice by William Shakespeare, Act 3 summaries. Now Act 3, Scene 1. Salarino and Solanio discuss the rumors that another of Antonio's ships had been wrecked. They are joined by Shylock, who accuse them of having helped Jessica escape. The two Venetians proudly take credit for their role in Jessica's elopement. Shylock curses his daughter's rebellion, to which Salarino responds, "There is more difference between thy flesh and hers than between jet and ivory." Shylock replies that Antonio will soon be bankrupt and swears to collect his bond. Salarino doubts Shylock's resolve, wondering what the old man will do with a pound of flesh, to which Shylock chillingly replies that Antonio's flesh will at least feed his revenge. In a short monologue, Shylock says Antonio has mistreated him slowly because Shylock is a Jew. But now Shylock is determined to apply the lessons of hatred and revenge that Christian intolerance has taught him so well. Salarino and Solonia head off to meet with Antonio Justus Dubal, a friend of Shylock's and a Jew enters. Dubal announces that he cannot find Jessica. Shylock rants against his daughter and wishes her dead as he bemoans his losses. He is especially embittered when Dubal reports that Jessica has taken a ring given to Shylock in his bachelor days by a woman named Lee. Shylock prays Brighton. However, when Tubal reports that Antonio's ships have run into trouble and that Antonio's creditors have trouble and that Antonio's creator Argentine Antonio is ruined. Act 3, Scene 2. In Belmont, Portia begs Bassanio to delay choosing between the casket for a day or two. Bassanio chooses incorrectly. Portia reasons she will lose his company. Bassanio insists that he make his choice now to avoid prolonging the torment of living without Portia as his wife. Portia orders that music be played while her love makes his choice, and she compares Bassanio to the Greek hero Ardemic Hercules. Like the suitors who gave him before him, Bassanio carefully examines the three caskets and puzzles over their inscription. He rejects the whole casket, saying that the world is still designed with ornament, while the silver he deems a pale and common drug. Twain man and man, after much debate, Bassanio picks the lead casket, which he opens to reveal Portia's portrait, along with the poem, congratulating him on his choice and confirming that he has won Portia's hand. The couple promises one another love and devotion, and Portia gives Bassanio a ring that he must never part with, as his removal of it will signify the end of his love for her. There is also a troubled wedding. Lorenzo and Jessica arrive in the midst of this rejoicing along with Salarino, who gives a letter to Bassanio. In the letter, Antonio writes that all of his ships are lost and that Shylock plans to collect his pound of flesh. The news provokes a pit of guilt in Bassanio, which in turn prompts Portia to offer to pay 20 times the sum. Jessica, however, worries that her father is more interested in revenge than in money. Bassanio reads out loud the letter from Antonio, who asks only for a brief reunion before he dies. Portia urges her husband to rush to his friend's aid, and Bassanio leaves for Venice. Act 3, Scene 3. Shylock escorts the bankrupt Antonio to prison Antonio pleads with Shylock to listen, but Shylock refuses. Remembering the many times Antonio condemned him as a dog, Shylock advises the merchant to beware of his bite. Assured that the Duke will grant him justice, Shylock insists that he will have his bond and tells the jailer not to bother speaking to him of mercy. Salenio declares that Shylock is the worst of men, and Antonio reasons that the Jew hates him for bailing out many of Shylock's debtors. Salenio attempts to comfort Antonio by insisting that the Duke will never allow such a ridiculous conduct to stand, but Antonio is not convinced. Venice, Antonio claims, is a wealthy trading city with a great reputation for upholding the law, and if the Duke breaks that law, Venice's economy may suffer. As Salenio departs, Antonio prays desperately that Bassanio will arrive to see me, pay his debt, and then I care not. Scene 4. Lorenzo assures Portia that Antony is worthy of all the help she is sending him, and that if Portia only know the depth of Antonio's love and goodness, she would be proud of her efforts to save him. Portia replies that she has never regretted doing a good deed, and goes on to say that she could never do any help to anyone so close to her dear Bassanio. Indeed, Antonio and Bassanio are so inseparable that Portia believes saving her husband friend is no different than saving her own husband. So has sworn to live in prayer and condemnation until Bassanio returns to her and announces that she and Nerisha will retire to a nearby monastery. Portia then sends her servant Balthasar to Padua, where he is to meet her cousin Dr. Bellerio, who will provide Balthasar with certain documents and clothing. From there, Balthasar will take the ferry to Venice, where Portia will await him. After Balthasar departs, Portia informs Nerisha that the two of them trust as his young men are going to pay incognito visit to their new husbands. When Nerisha asks why, Portia dismisses the questions but promises to disclose the whole of her purpose, and the coach rides to Venice. Scene 5. Quoting the adage that the sins of the fathers shall be delivered upon the children, Lancelot says he fears for Jessica's soul when Jessica claims that she will be saved by her marriage to Lorenzo. Lancelot complains that the conversion of the Jews who do not hate Paul will have disastrous consequences on the price of bacon. Lorenzo enters and chastises Lancelot for impregnating Amory's servant. Lancelot delivers a dazzling series of bans in reply and departs to prepare for dinner. When Lorenzo asks Jessica what she thinks of Portia, she responds that the woman is without match. Nearly perfect in all respects, Lorenzo jokes that he is as good a spouse as Portia and leads them off to dinner.